Have you got a Range Rover Evoque and do your internal lights do this? There you go, look. I didn't touch the actual glass. It's there you go. Look, it's playing up now, look. Get yourself a nice little pry tool, and it's usually quite stiff the first time you do it. But you want to try and get in here and just get behind that panel. There's a couple of quite strong clips. I've taken this off before, so I know it's going to be a little bit easier to remove, but first time you do it, it's quite stiff. There we go. So do one side and then the other. There's these connections on these bulbs which are causing me the problem. And it's these little guys here. And on the little contacts of the bulb, they have a little round dome. And in Range Rover's wisdom, they probably did that there to get a nice, strong contact. But in reality, what I find happens is you got less of a surface area. And what you want to try and do is actually broaden that area and get rid of that stupid round dome, because over time, it doesn't have the same contact. And as I said, when the weather gets colder, these metal contacts on the inside of the light here, it doesn't make a very good contact with the bulb. And if you notice when you remove them, you quite often find that there's a little telltale mark just on the little metal ring there where the bulb makes contact. Now I've actually soldered little extra lugs on the contact points, but it still means on the mating side, especially when the weather's cold, that you may still find you don't get a firm connection, and therefore the lights tend to flash on and off with a mind of their own. So another little tip you can do is just add a little bit of solder to that little contact ring. Just run a nice thin bit of solder over this little pad here. You don't need much. You want it just in the middle. You can see the sort of shinier mark where the bulbs originally were sitting. So that's all you want to do. There we go. And now, with the soldered lug that we've already done in my first video, you'll find that just that little extra thickness of solder should give you all you need for a much better sound firm contact. And you'll notice when you go to twist it, you might even find you need some pliers just to give it a little turn, because it's quite a thick surface area now. Again, you can see in the middle there where it's a little bit shinier, and that's just where the contacts of the bulbs have been sitting. Bulb back in again. Last one. That should do it. Let's put that last bulb back in. Obviously, it's winter time and things contract in the winter, and this certainly is personally how I've noticed it tends to get a little bit worse in the winter months. So give that a go. Put a bit of solder on the actual lugs of the bulb like I showed you, and if you still find that's not enough, then get a bit of solder, put it on the actual contact ring on the PCB printed circuit board, and you should find the lights stop coming on and off by themselves. Right, so they're all back nicely. Let's plug it in. Lovely. Right, push it back on again. Oh, easy as that. Easy as that. Right, let's give it a little test. Nothing's coming on now. She's sorted. As simple as that. Just a loose bulb. Do the little tweaks. Please let me know how you get on below. I really do love going and looking at the comments and responding to them. My name's Groovon. Got loads of stuff on this sort of thing, especially your Range Rovers, your L322, your L320, Range Rover Evoques, and your Mercedes. And if you took the time to subscribe, thank you. What a genius you are. Let's open the door and see if that works. Beautiful. Takes you nothing to fix it. Just takes a little bit of thought and know-how. Hence why you found this video on YouTube. Thanks to YouTube, huh? What would you do without it? Woo!